Welcome. In front of me is a OnePlus Nord 2T, and today I'll show you a couple of tweaks and tricks you can do on this phone. So to get started, I'm going to begin with the refresh rate, which can be located under the settings and the display section and brightness. And then here at the bottom, I believe it's at the bottom. Yep, there we go, screen refresh rate. You will find the two different options that we have. So we have the high and the standard, and luckily OnePlus does give a fairly nice animation on how this affects your display, so you can pick from either one of them. Now I will mention that the difference that you see right here is significantly exaggerated, so if you go to standard, you'll see that the difference isn't as drastic as the animation shows. This is just so you can actually see how it affects it. Now, the benefit of the high option, which I believe it's only at a 90, will be just a better looking display animation where everything looks a little bit more fluid, while the 60 will have a bit more battery life. So you can choose whichever one you prioritize. Now moving on to the next thing, it's going to be the shelf. Now personally, I'm just gonna show you how to remove it. I don't really like the shelf, especially that usually I just grabbed that instead of the notification panel, and honestly I basically access everything that is in here in a faster way, and I don't have to deal with the inconvenience that this shows me whenever I want to actually access the notifications. Now it might be just a swipe from right side a little bit more to the left and you get the notifications, but sometimes when you're holding the phone in one hand and you grab it, you're gonna usually bring up the shelf, and it just annoys the heck out of me. So to get rid of it, all you would need to do is pull it down, as you probably did by mistake, click on the settings, and then just boom, toggle it off. Problem solved. You can now access your notifications from anywhere. So there we go. Now moving on to the next thing, it's just going to be the customization or personalization section in the settings. So if I go into the settings, you'll find personalization right here. Just agree and I guess allow. There we go. And you will find a bunch of customization options in here, all grouped up neatly for you to basically have them at just a single place. So we have wallpapers, which whatever, I mean it's just a wallpaper, but then we have things like always on display, icons, canvas, which I have actually no idea what that is, and below that we have also quick settings as how the toggles will look like, so colors and shapes of them. So there we have colors, fonts and font sizes, fingerprint animations, and horizon lighting, which is just like the lighting around it. So you can go around and just change whichever one you want to something that might fit you more and make the phone feel like it's yours. Now moving on to the next thing, it's going to be the dark mode. Now if we go into the display and brightness, you'll have the dark and light mode, just a typical switch as most of the Androids nowadays have, but you also have the auto switch option, which again most of the newer phones have it, but still some of them don't. I'm referring to things like Huawei. So in here you can select the auto switch and then select sunset to sunrise, which will automatically switch between them depending on the time. And you don't have to do anything. You'll have light mode during the daytime, and during the nighttime it will automatically switch to dark mode, which is what I would consider to be one of the better alternatives. Usually if you select it to be something like a dark mode all the time, when you go outside in like summer during the direct sunlight, you might struggle to see your display, so light mode will work better during that time. Now during the nighttime, light mode, again, not the best, although there are some psychos that will most likely use a light mode and full brightness during night, so all power to you. Anyway, so from here you can change it. You can also select it to be custom, so if you're like at one of the North Poles, you can just select it to be kind of different right here. So different timings, which might benefit you more. Now, anyway, moving on to the next and also last thing that I want to show is just a gesture. So by default, you had option to change it throughout the setup process if you ever went through it. Assuming you unpacked the phone, you probably went through it. So back then you could have chosen either gestures or buttons, but if you changed your mind throughout the course, you can change it back by going again into the settings, then system settings, and selecting system navigation. And then here you have the two options again, so you can choose whichever one you prefer to use. So anyway, this would conclude the tweaks and tricks that I want to show, and if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.